What's up, buddies? It's Snowy.
And the doctor.
And we are here, week 2, episode 2. We've had an intermission. Now, get ready for Showgirls Part 2.
Welcome back. And boy, is this going to be a treat.
Yeah, it's,
If there's any indication based on the last episode, this has got to be a winner.
In some respects.
Buckle in, folks, because we're going to finish Showgirls with a bang.
Pow, pow.
And they get pretty friendly here.
They do. So let's probably just go into that clip. What do you say?
We should do it.
We're calling this clip Lizard Tongue. She just littered.
That's never cool.
No. And then burger's gonna drip everywhere. Like,
everywhere. I saw a bunch of lettuce flying all over the place.
Yeah.
Does that bun have seeds on it?
Did she already finish it? She fucking inhaled that thing.
She can pound some meat.
I bet she can. We'll see.
Second act.
I love that he has pictures of himself everywhere.
He loves himself.
What?
Do you have friends
nice
that
big
display a
bag
lot
here.
of pictures of themselves in their home?
No, I don't.
That's good to know.
Yeah. I don't hang out with those kind of people.
Now they display themselves prominently on social media. But that's different. That's the whole
It's
point.
kind of the world that we live in at this point, yeah.
That's the whole point.
I'll show you.
He's very handsy with her.
Watch me.
Those pants.
Wait a minute, slow down.
He hasn't done anything.
But, yeah. Like, you got it in that fucking...
I can't. It's so embarrassing. You know what they're trying to do? Do you know what they're trying
An
to do?
eclectic celebration
They're
of dance?
trying to do fucking dirty dancing. Like the new age.
Kind of.
Oh my god.
He's like just eyeballing her vagina,
cannot
like
handle it. Whoa.
Oh, that
Wait,
hurt my
did
back.
she just learn this dance? I
don't know. He taught her real good.
So good. He's the best teacher in town. He
Yeah.
should be charging people.
He should have a better place.
He wouldn't be working at those shitty jobs. Oh.
Ew. I don't like people. I hate
Those lizard
seeing
tongues?
people tongue kiss.
Yeah, those lizard tongues.
That's it's so gross to me. Like, tongue kisses aren't bad, but I hate seeing people do it.
Oh, I don't want to see them do it.
Oh, her nips are erect now.
So erect.
I hate it.
I don't want to see.
It was like she was there for 5 minutes.
She really
I see you.
What do you see?
let him on, I would say.
Yeah.
From you.
She pulled a quick skirt. I won't lie, it's not that I haven't pulled that move myself.
I like how she walks away so angrily all the time.
Always walking away mad.
So angry.
I'm gonna start it.
What happened?
Can you leave my house like that tonight?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give it my
Okay. Oh my god, I
damnedest.
can't wait.
Her best friend. I feel kind of bad for her.
Yeah. She's so in love with her.
So in love with her, and she has no idea.
Or no, I think she does know, and she's
You think
just.
she's playing.
I
her?
think she's a giant piece of shit.
That's fucked up. Because I would have assumed she had no idea, and her friend just had misplaced affections.
No, I think she totally knows.
She's taking advantage.
And she's a fucking ass clown.
Oh. This guy's leopard prints. It's not the first one.
I'd wear that shirt.
It's his go-to print.
I would wear that shirt. That's tiger print, but I fucking love it.
I don't know my cats. Big cat print.
Her boobs are disgusting.
They're not great. What? What does that mean?
because with the dress, the trick her dress does,
Okay.
like Nomi helps her with it, and she's like,
okay.
Jesus is coming soon.
Not soon enough.
I can't believe she remembered where his house was.
Right?
Why is she so angry? She didn't even want him.
We ain't got no ties.
Exactly, ho.
Right.
Doesn't it feel like she got a nose job?
In between.
She kind of looks like a chipmunk.
It looks really thin there.
Yeah.
Like, obnoxiously thin.
Yeah.
For her face structure.
Like, she kind of looks like, what was Alvin and the Chipmunks? Like, the girl group?
So she goes and gets her little lesson.
She does, and then...
They want to bang.
And
It
it
seems
turns
like
out-
she wants to bang too. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
it's her time, so
Yeah.
she's not
And
able to.
and he's like, I'll throw down a towel, and she's like, nah, you can fuck me when you
Nah.
love me.
Which I thought was kind of cool.
Well, she quickly, the next scene or two, we find out that she gets the gig with Goddess.
She got the part with
And-
that asshole.
And she is super excited, goes to tell
Her homie.
Bob Fosse, and he's got this chick Penny who actually stripped
We've
with her at
already
the
met.
club.
Yes, she seems real sweet, real young, real like newbie.
They're obviously
They're a thing now because he
Uh-huh.
had to teach her some dance moves.
right, and she gets so mad.
Irrationally angry.
Like Jessie Spano gets pissed.
She went real Jessie with it, like
Yeah.
back in the Say by the Bell days when she would get mad at Slater for anything and everything.
For existing.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about Penny for a second.
Yes.
She was the star and writer of the Showgirls follow-up film, Showgirls 2, Pennies from Heaven.
Wait. Penny, the girl that he ended up with,
Mm-hmm.
is the star of number 2.
Uh-huh, and he actually makes an appearance in number 2 as well.
Wow. Now, I feel very strongly that you're right that this is too bad to put in here.
It looks like a porn.
but I would kind of be interested in a fast forward watch. story, fast forward, fast forward,
Right,
fast forward.
right.
Story.
That might be one of those that we don't need to do a live watch on. We just watch it and then do like a quick little mini-sode and
It
report
may
back
not
to the
be a bad
people.
deal. I don't want to put them through it.
Yeah, no, it's but and all the pictures of her because she's a very, very
She's
pretty
a beautiful girl.
Yeah.
She looked real homely in this edition, I would say, but I think that was the point because she was kind of the newer, the
Well,
fresh.
she was rocking the same haircut in the second movie. It looks like.
Oh, okay.
But let me tell you, it all the stills that I saw, I was like, I'm familiar with that still because I've seen it from a porn. Like, so it's. I mean, like, I don't know, and I honestly
is
don't
that
know.
one also NC-17?
I'm not sure. I'm sure the standards have gotten looser since 1995.
Ew.
I mean, because I think this
I
came
don't
out in the
like a loose
2000s, I
standard,
believe.
Snowy. I like my standards tight.
Same. So now they talked about doing a sequel to this called Showgirls 2, Nomi Does Hollywood. Or Nomi Takes Hollywood. One of the two.
He does Hollywood. It's brilliant. She's like in the next Air Bud.
And the reason that the writer wanted to do this was because like some of the stories that he tells in this movie were stories he actually knew about.
Yeah, when you mentioned in the previews that he actually like sat down and talked to a bunch of Vegas entertainers, that rang true to me. As we talk about throughout the live watch, like
right.
this is some rough stuff, but it feels real.
Mhm.
Like he didn't stray
Too crazy,
too far.
right.
He didn't make up some crazy idea in his mind. He just went and talked to girls and they told him their stories.
Yeah, yeah.
Now,
But-
what would you ever be interested like in a classy? Would you ever dance in a classy? Because you have dancing background. Like because I can't dance.
When I was younger, it's something on. Don't listen to this, Mom. It's something that I actually thought about
I
when I
don't
was
mean
younger.
it in a skeevy or weird
No,
way.
no, no.
But like
But yeah, there was something because
I'm too shy to be out there and parading and like.
no, I've actually like I had a couple girlfriends that dance professionally, and
They were like, "You'd be good at this."
Yeah, and they were like, "Yo," and the money they made was just stupid, particularly to be like in your early
Ridiculous.
20s and to be pulling that amount of money for, you know,
It's
it was something that I
unbelievable.
thought about.
It
Like,
can be very enticing, but
yeah,
I think that the it's such a slippery slope to like bad stuff
mm,
that it doesn't seem worth it to me, but I don't have that kind of talent or um self-esteem. Like if I did, if I was super hot, super young, like, early 20s and could really move, I might try it.
oh, also an offshoot of the movies, there was a pseudo documentary on this movie made. It was really the deconstruction of the movie and its cult classic status, and it was
Oh,
called
cool.
"You Don't Know Me," which you said at the very beginning of the movie in the live watch, which I loved.
I love that.
Did you also know there was a musical? The Showgirls, the musical. I don't know how, like, obviously not a lot of stuff really like that's running right now, but it's started like maybe a decade ago.
What?
People like did it, and like I was looking at some YouTube trailers for it. It was pretty hilarious.
Wow, we that's like if they did a Coyote Ugly.
Yeah. I think, and the reason I even know about the musical or it was put into my head was I think it was the Nobody Asked for This podcast. Those guys had actually mentioned it to me, and I was like,
That's
"Oh
amazing.
snaps!"
Some of the crazy they'll make a musical about anything, and I'm not a big fan, so I don't
No, I'm
have
not
a
a big
lot
musical
of
fan either.
experience or any knowledge, but
I like Hamilton. There, I said it.
I don't think I will. I haven't seen it, but I don't think I'll like it. It's just not my style.
Yeah,
Uh, Huge talents and great that
yeah. I
everybody
don't
loves
deny
it, but
that. Yeah, but I
it's
just
just not for me.
no.
But like something that is for me is the South Park guys did a musical about Mormons.
I
I would
100% want to see
totally
that.
go
I
see
heard
that.
it's incredible.
Incredible.
The Book of Mormon, yeah, musical, yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, I would 100% see that. But I mean, South Park is my whole life. So
For sure.
like,
Oh, but those guys are so
yeah,
amazing.
they're so brilliant.
Another one I want to see, but on the opposite spectrum of just I want to see the disaster. There was a Spider-Man attempt,
Oh, uh-huh, uh-huh.
but there were so many injuries. They couldn't make it work.
That's incredible. I did not know that.
Oh God.
Oh shit. Okay. So, oh, wow. So Nomi gets the role. She's excited. She goes in. They get her paperwork done. She's being real weird about she doesn't know her social, and she needs to. She doesn't have this information. And when they ask her if she's ever been arrested, she's like, no, and she's like, clearly she has. I mean, obviously we find out, or we don't find out for sure, but you definitely get hints as a pseudonym. Like Nomi's not like her real name.
No, and
Um,
she's been hitchhiking. That's how we were introduced. So who knows? She's got that knife at the go.
hmm
She's seen
Well,
some
yeah, she's
stuff.
seen some shit for
Hmm.
sure. But there's the Versace moment happens when she has on her Versace dress, and the prick says, "Hey, I like your dress," and she says, "Thanks, it's Versace." And of course, they all have a field day with it, and they're like, "Oh yes, Versace, ha ha ha!" And
I'm
and
not
they,
gonna lie. If she said Versace in front of me and I knew that she meant Versace, I'd definitely laugh.
I would okay, I would think it was funny, but I would try to hold it in, and then when I had her privately, be like, "Sweetie, it's Versace," because
Sweetie, that's great.
sweetie. I mean, and honestly, I've got one of my biggest things is when people totally mispronounce, like not like a name, but
Right, and easy to
but
do.
just but a word that is
Shouldn't
well
be.
known,
Yeah.
or like I had this one friend that just fucks up sayings like you could say time is money, and they'll be like time's a horse, and you're like that's and like I've taken them aside and been like, hey, like like this is actually the saying. And they're like, "That's how I say it. That's how I'm gonna say it." And I'm like,
Well, that's
"Cool,
aggressive.
yeah."
You
Like,
were
oh,
just trying to
that's
help.
exactly. I don't ever want to embarrass someone like in front of
Right.
people.
Right.
So like, I'll never like correct somebody in front of a group later on because I don't want them to be in a
To feel
position where
bad.
someone will later not be so kind.
Right.
And it's
Yeah,
just.
and
I mean,
that
I would hope someone would do it for me.
sure.
So I don't know.
I'm not as kind. I'm just gonna laugh and point. I love a good point and laugh. It's one of my favorites.
Well, this is going to take us to our very next clip, and you came up with this name, and I think it's fantastic. You want to tell the people what it is?
Absolutely. We're calling this one Nips, Tips, and Big Fat Lips.
Ayo. My notes say jazz hands, monkeys everywhere. Wear my makeup. She's an asshole.
So close to mine. I have Dance Like No One's Watching, Show Me All the Monkeys, and Fuck You, Jessie. This is where I start getting real mad at Jessie.
Yeah?
I haven't been a fan per se,
Right.
but now I'm starting to go on the no train. I am very jealous of dancers though. I wish I could make my body do those things.
He's like, stop dancing like you're a stripper, bitch.
God, there's so much pressure.
Trust it.
Amazing. All right, guys, fucking settle down. Oh God,
She looks like an insane person.
she's coked out.
She looks like a clown.
She's coked out.
Who the hell took my makeup?
I love that.
You would 100% be there for the monkey part.
100%.
So excited.
Show me all the monkeys.
She's like, I got one.
Touch my makeup again, I'll fucking kill you. You're fucking dead.
Guys,
There.
I'm sorry about your ice nipples.
McLaughlin's like, I got those nips, girl. I think she totally knows how in love with her she is.
That is so
And-
fucked up. You're right. She's playing her to use her.
like, I can't even say the
Fuck
queer
you,
undertones
Jessie.
in this movie. The queer overtones are out of control.
Fuck you, Jessie. I wanted to be on board, but she's all over the place. Fierce. It is
Like,
really.
I feel like her roommate and like the choreographer lady are the two nice people in Vegas.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Huge hearts. But this lifestyle is interesting. I'd love to see a movie less silly about that part of it.
Yeah.
It must be crazy intense. Whoa, 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 what's happening? Why are people getting naked? I'm into it. I'm into it.
My
How
God's
people
gays.
getting naked is great. How could you not love that?
Yeah.
Here's where she shines. My nips are hard, my clothes are off. Here we go. Remember when we used to have answering machines?
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could have left that as my message.
What?
My nips are hard, my clothes are off. Leave a message.
Amazing. In the, let's see, whenever No Doubt Spiderwebs came on,
Loved that
or
album.
like that when that came
Mhm.
out, actually I had part of that as my outgoing message for a while. Sorry, I'm not home right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
I know.
Good for you for admitting that.
Yeah, look. I loved
Look,
it. I thought it was
mistakes were
clever.
made, but you were 100% behind it.
I was behind
so,
it. I thought it was
so
awesome.
now I'm behind it.
Thank you. Okay, so I've been waiting to talk about this. The only time the actresses said they were ever uncomfortable on the set with the nudity is when they had to deal with the monkeys, because apparently the monkeys were just staring blatantly at their titties, or at their boobs. I'm sorry.
You can say it. I just don't use it.
The monkeys were like, just like, ooga, ooga. And they were like, ugh.
I love that so much. That monkey is looking
Yeah.
at me.
But
in
everybody
some
was so
sort of way.
respectful.
Somebody get this guy a banana. So, as far as what's happening in the film, this is the new show she got on, right?
It's the goddess.
Which is why she's kind of clumsy. She doesn't know the routine 100%.
Some backstage drama.
Yeah, it's intense back there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't make it. I'm too sensitive. uh,
I'd be one of those girls. Fuck you.
one stray monkey and I'm out of there.
And I love that she like ends up picking one up because the monkeys get loose. She picks one up. She's like, got one.
She did. Oh man.
So she performs in the show. Like she like kind of
She gets through it.
She's through it. And then she's told, come in the next day or whatever. We're gonna work on like XYZ.
Right.
Jessie Spano is all pissed off, and she's like, "Are you gonna be the one who's gonna show me the moves or whatever?"
So much attitude.
And then she's like, "Yeah, darling."
So help me out here, Snowy, because I can't recall. Does Gina manipulate it so that Jessie gets this role? Or does she get it on her own merit? Or do they never really?
I don't know. I think it was almost like a little bit of like a combo. It's like they're like, she actually has the talent, but like she's like really fighting. Like Crystal's fighting for her to get the role.
Because Gina's kind of the hot shit in town.
Yeah.
Right? She's the Vegas star.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone kind of bows down to whatever she says, whatever she needs, she's going to get it.
The ladies, she finally sees Crystal 10 feet in front of her. And she's like, it's you, blah, blah, blah. They kind of argue. And then she's like, let's get out of here. Like, let's. And so they go to this real gaudy, touristy looking place. And that's where we hit our next scene. And it's called Once You Pop, You Can't Stop. Oh, the chip foreplay was longer.
That's how you remembered it in your mind.
Such a long, like they were like sword fighting with the chips, and I got into it. It was like 5 minutes long. I was like, oh, it doesn't make sense, but I love
it. Picante.
Caliente, if you will.
Whoa.
They're really beautiful.
Whoa, I don't know what I would ever say.
How about you? I like having nice tits.
Good response.
How do you like having them?
So many big lips in this movie.
There's
I
a
don't
lot
like
of
showing off,
energy.
I like looking at them there.
Now, of these two ladies, who are you most attracted to?
Oh, Gina, all day.
Who's Gina? The
dark-headed one.
The brunette?
Yes.
I would have imagined you would have gone towards the blonde.
You would think, because blonde girls used to be like my thing. But Gina Gershon, yesterday, today, always. Like, in this role, I thought she was one of the hottest things
She
I've
would
ever seen.
seduce you in a second.
Huh? Oh,
If she tried these moves.
this is...
So do you think her character in this movie is bisexual?
If you're the only one
Yeah.
left standing there, they hire
She
you.
seemed very pro from early on.
I don't even know if she's bisexual. I think it's just she likes to fuck around
Polysexual.
and doesn't
She
care
just
who
loves
it's with.
Sexual stuff.
Yeah.
I've heard of people like that. I don't know that I've ever met. Well, I think you were right about your theory.
This music is fucking everything. I just put that out there. I want this to be my wake up ringtone.
Uh-oh. Is that part of the dance?
Her boobs look different now. Oh, they are fucking, again.
They're very erect.
She used ice for show. Said, squeak,
She's
squeak.
ready to go. Fuck off. Exactly. She loves to manipulate.
Mhm.
That's what she gets off on. God, so many boobs everywhere. Somebody put on a shirt.
Cha-ching.
I cannot work under these conditions.
Oh, the
Those
poor
poor
monkeys.
My God,
Well, your
can
kids
go
should
there?
not be back there. Everybody's tits are out, and she's worried about the F word.
Shut the fuck up.
Those children should not be there.
Yep.
Wow, that's sad. I'd like to jump right in here
Okay.
because sometimes when we're watching a movie, whether it's for the podcast or not, because I get a little chatty, a little distracted, a little
Mm.
tangenty, you will try to reel in my focus and attention.
Uh-huh.
Um, and so on this clip, you were like, watch, but pay attention. This is really, you were so excited for me to see this. And then it happened. And then your genuine reaction of like, oh, that wasn't as long and
What, the
as
cracker foreplay?
in your mind and in your heart, it was
It was
such a
half the film. Like in my head, they are doing cracker foreplay for hours. And I was like, this is such a long scene. It's longer than it
and you
needs to
really
be.
wanted me to
And
appreciate
I
it.
did. And they literally like barely touch saltines. And then
Barely Touch Saltines is the name of my next porno. Are they just practicing for the show, or they're doing a show?
they end up doing the show at like the end because like of that scene because the two girls fight. And I think that's when the one girl with like the long braids ends up
They're doing the rehearsal and she fucking
she throws
sabotages her.
She sabotages her and throws some stuff down. So the guy that's holding her up in the air trips, and then
Super jacks up her leg.
Woman that she went after, who jacked up her leg, was Crystal's understudy.
Because she wants that part. She wants to be the understudy so that she could possibly be Crystal.
I think she wanted that, but I think she also wanted because this woman was just so rude to her because that was the one she kept fighting with. It was the girl with the
they
braids.
had bad blood.
Yeah, they're the ones that were like cussing and that
They had a lot of drama.
Don't say fuck in front of my kid. Did it all that?
That was those two. I didn't realize that at the
Yes.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Those kids. Let's go back to the kids. That's not a thing, right?
It can't be.
You can't have children in that environment.
Like that's not okay.
I mean, you have to.
The body's beautiful and what the fuck? Shut up! Just shut up. Like,
aside from that being true, the body is beautiful. That's just not an environment
No,
for. It's not
absolutely
an
not.
environment for some adults.
yeah, this
It
adult
takes
is known for.
It takes a special kind of adult.
Yeah. That happened, and then we find out there's going to be auditions for Crystal's understudy.
Right, big deal, big shaking up of the hierarchy here.
One thing I wanted to mention, so there's a lot of obviously friction between Crystal and Nomi in the movie. Typically, you want your actors to get along, but the director thought that it would be a really good idea to kind of fuel this fire off camera. And really, there was a lot of animosity apparently between the two of them off camera, and he fueled that because he wanted it to translate into the film.
That's stupid. What's his name?
Paul something.
Paul.
Oh, and also in addition to, I believe, Starship Troopers, I think he also did Basic Instinct. But the guy who wrote this movie, he wrote Basic Instinct. He wrote Sliver, and at the time, he was the highest paid writer in Hollywood.
Really?
When he read this kind of like killed his career. But
wow. That idiot Paul putting his stars against each other in real life. I mean, go back to Society where the Nemesis became best friends in real life.
Besties,
you don't have to fucking do that shit. Stupid.
I hate it. So
I'm gonna write a strongly worded
I'm gonna write a letter like White Chicks.
Yes.
I'm gonna write a letter
with a quill.
Like it.
It's not gonna be legible, but I'm gonna write it.
It's been a fortnight. In the movie, what happens leading up to like the next clip we have is Crystal suggests that Nomi do this boat show thing. Oh, go to this boat show. It's gonna be great for you. Molly is like, don't do it. Crystal kind of shuts her down. Nomi does it. $1,000 in a day. She gets propositioned. Pretty much, it ends up kind of almost being like a hooking position.
Mm-hmm. She's
She's super not into it. She's very like blatant. I'm not a hooker.
yeah.
She goes back. She tells Kyle MacLachlan's character, he's so angry, and then turns out like he blasts the guy. You know, how dare you? Blah blah blah.
Not in my Vegas.
And then Nomi leaves, head held high, super excited. And then Kyle MacLachlan calls him back, and it's all been a ruse. Like, he does not give
Absolutely.
2 shits.
Nope, nobody does in that time.
Absolutely not.
And this is where, because at first Kyle, I'm not whatever about him, but now I'm starting to get real skeevy, real distrustful, real anti.
Oh, super anti. Yeah. Like,
And that haircut did not help.
there's another, they perform the show again, and then Nomi's old boss that owned the strip club, and then the comedian boob lady, they come to see her. They're actually like, they're weirdly like proud of her, but like they've known her forever. It's just it's a weird dichotomy. I don't know. It was weird. They come to the show. She ends up leaving. She sees Bob Fosse outside. I don't know if he's working. I don't know why he's there. Who knows? This guy just shows up. And then Kyle MacLachlan, cool, rides up in his convertible and says, "Hey, you need a ride?" And she tells Bob Fosse, "Yeah, I've got a ride." And then he's like, "Oh, bad news bears," like whatever.
Now it seems like the dance teacher, Super's still pining over her. Even though he's kind of set up with a Betty?
Penny, yeah. And, well, he even says, he makes some comment like that he loves pussy.
Oh, that's right.
Like, and that
what's he supposed to do? He loves it. No choice.
Yeah, I mean, she's got to understand.
No doy.
I don't even want to talk about this next clip until after we listen to it.
And I support that.
Okay. And we call this next clip Marco
Polo. Oh no, Jessie.
I can't dive. Can you dive?
I can't keep seeing her vagina like that. No, I'm a belly flopper.
I try. Oh, that dolphin got excited.
Spurt, spurt. Oh! Let's see you dive.
Oh no.
Oh,
like, I'm
spilling a bunch in the bowl.
Of that, like the $1,000. He doesn't care.
No. Nope.
She loves it.
Nope.
It's hot. I'm into it.
Oh boy. No. This is the
That's impressive.
17 part. Yeah, that's pretty good skills there.
I have a Funko Pop with you. He's in my room right now. He's like, "I'm gonna get you.
Oh,
I'm gonna get you." I don't.
That's not sexy.
Someone played "I'm not gonna get you."
No.
Is that sexy? You don't like that?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
My goodness. There's something hanging going
Yeah.
on. She looks
Like,
thrash about. Wow. Nope.
she's drowning. She is drowning during the scene.
I'm gonna die.
She's gonna die. Oh shit.
I just realized I've been fucking wrong this whole time. I didn't know you had to do that.
Oh shit. Oh my god, I hurt now.
Wow. I wasn't ready,
It wasn't
Jessie.
my idea to come here.
Woo wee.
Oh shit. Oh,
I want to see you again.
No shit. I'm sure you do.
she had a little mouthful. That's it.
A little bumpity bump bump.
Oh
Wow.
god.
I didn't know. I did not know.
I love your reaction to that. I mean, I got tickled listening to it again. Like
Same.
This is probably my favorite sex scene in any movie ever made.
Ever.
It is so violent. It is so over the top.
Such
It's
a male
so
fantasy,
ridiculous.
right?
Oh, 100%. But here's the thing. I will give it to Jessie Spano. She sold the hell out of it. She was drowning.
You will give it to her. He will give it to her. The dolphin gave it to her.
I mean,
this poor. How did they film this? How many times
oh my,
did
how
she
many
have to
takes
do
this
this
poor
fucking
thing
scene?
have to like?
Because when you shouted out she's drowning, at first it was kind of sensual, but then it quickly became very jerky. Like she does all her movements.
Yeah.
But then, like, there was a fountain falling.
Probably a nice time for the dude because he put zero work in.
The best time for the dude in the world.
Yeah.
But wow. We hats off. What a scene.
So I have a quote from two separate directors regarding this movie.
Okay. Steven Spielberg.
Actually, one of them is.
Get the fuck out of here. I was totally joking.
Apparently, when the movie came out, he asked for a copy of it to screen it. And I think he said, sometimes I hate this town after viewing it.
Steven, you didn't like it?
And the other was from Quentin Tarantino.
Oh.
Who said, this movie is great with a capital great.
I like that. That's very Tarantino.
Isn't it?
I can see him enjoying the shit out of that scene.
100%.
I haven't laughed that hard in some time. And we laugh hard.
Often.
For this podcast.
Often.
That was just I'm gonna go ahead and say YouTube this scene. It's well worth it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's gotta be on the YouTubes.
It's got to be.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's put it up. They're fine with that, right?
Elizabeth Berkley Clown McLaughlin sex scene. Yes. It is magnifique.
Oh yes. Delectable.
So what happens in the movie after this? Nomi tries out for the part of understudy. She actually gets it. They look into her past.
That's right, because now we're really getting the feeling that Kyle's kind of a skeeve.
Right.
They're manipulating everything behind the scenes. I didn't even catch it. So for sure Nomi has no fucking clue.
Oh, no, absolutely not. She kind of becomes like drunk with power.
Yeah, she gets a little high on herself.
There's angry nail filing. She enjoys a burger with a view.
Oh yes. For my notes I put you can bedazzle anything. And hopefully I say what in the clip, but if not I'll come back to it. And jazzier and handier.
Yeah, I have shitty dance routine. Drea is scared to go to Vegas now.
I was so on board, but I'm getting real hesitant here.
We're going to call that one. Call you Humpty Dumpty, bitch. Because she fell. She loves a bedazzled leather jacket.
Loves it. You can't bedazzle it enough
Oh!
for her. What?
We haven't seen this part of the show yet.
Oh, I like this. Wow. Oh, God. Everyone's got to be naked all the time.
Oh.
Wow.
It's perfect for Nomi.
Yeah, she loves those.
This guy.
That's my job. Oh, pulling the crank. Ew, guy.
That guy did not want to be down there. Let's be real. Like, oh, she's got jewels on her
She
nips.
bedazzled her nips.
Like Janet Jackson.
Oh, jeez.
Break my back.
Right? Oh, my goodness.
Like this, okay, here's the thing. I'm watching this and I'm like, that's the like ultra star that we talk about. Like that's, and again, I'm not a Las Vegas Showgirl Wizard. Like I don't.
You sure?
I don't. Well, according to some, but not all.
Oh, they're dancing together. Oh, shit! Sabotage!
Yeah. Jazz hands. Jazz hands. They just need to bone, dude. Like,
yeah, there's
there's so much tension.
a lot of tension.
Oh.
Wow. Get off me. Oh, she's gonna get her. Push her down the stairs.
That's exactly what she's gonna do.
Uh-oh.
She knows.
She sure does.
She knows that she saw her do the bead thing.
Yep.
She said, I'm gonna watch your back, girl.
Because you watch my back. Oh, shit.
I love that every time you see her, her braids are out and about. Like, everybody else has got on a wig, and she's like, no.
Oh, my God. Sold her soul.
Yeah. You can tell by the shadowing.
Mm-hmm.
The show goes on.
It must go on.
Was he in The
Stars
Sopranos?
is never dark.
It's like he seems very mobby.
He
He
does
had
seem
less
very
hair.
mobby, but I didn't finish The Sopranos, so maybe he shows up later, but he wasn't in the first few seasons.
What's funny? What if we could
What
just
about
bring
Jessie
somebody
Spano?
in?
Have you heard of
Be
her?
over here.
Oh my goodness, here she goes. This is ridiculous.
In the best possible way.
Absolutely. Ooh.
She loves to grit her teeth.
Grit, thrust, violently flail.
Yeah.
That's a grimace if I ever saw one.
For reals.
Oh, I'm embarrassed for her.
You should be. Do you think we can get Elizabeth Berkley on the podcast? For 26 years.
So happy.
What do you think?
I've got a lot of questions. A lot about Saved by the Bell, but a lot about this movie.
I just hope that
It just nips out and
Right?
blazing.
People are so comfortable in their nakedness. I can't imagine being on display that way.
I like those glasses though.
But that's
I love
my,
a coup
it's my
shampoo.
fault, right? We should just be able to be comfortable in our nakedness, but
where?
maybe if I looked like her.
We'll throw some glitter on you and fucking.
I don't have anything to wear.
Some niplets.
Bring your jazz hands. Bring some Versace, and we got some glitter.
What's wrong
And
with you?
Bring me your best jean jacket that's bedazzled.
No.
that girl's gonna be on
You talk
fire.
that shit to me. Julie saw it. She could.
It's a lot of glitter around her
So
eyes.
much glitter. She bedazzled her eyeballs.
Yeah, I wonder if it hurt.
That's hilarious because I thought the joke I was referring to was bedazzling her vagina. Still, you shouldn't bedazzle your eyeballs.
No, I think either way, it sounds dangerous. Could cause some health issues.
When you said, I'm not a Las Vegas show wizard or anything, I lost it. Oh, God. I see you with like a purple pointy hat.
Maybe it crooks a little bit at the end.
It
Like,
totally crooks at the end. It's like crooked on your head, and you have a huge glass of wine, and you're like 1, 2, 3, 4. No, ladies, not like that. From the top. And let's see more jazz hands. I want them jazzier,
aggressive.
handier. So yeah, well, she gets kind of her up and comings.
She does. So they
Because-
finally they decide.
I don't think that violence is the way.
No.
She probably should have chosen a different way, but she had it coming, and
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
So they say that like they'd taken the part away from that after she got the understudy role, they'd taken away from her, and then they were like they changed their mind.
That's after the pool that he changed his mind, right?
I believe so, or like he fought harder for it, or like
Mhm.
whatever. Now
Now, didn't Gina kind of get an attitude
mhm,
when
'cause
she
realizes,
found out
yeah.
that they were fucking, even
Yes.
though she paid? I don't get Gina. She's very complicated.
All over the place. They decide that you hear them talking like, who can we get? Janet Jackson, Paula Abdul. They want crazy salaries. Can't do it. And then pretty much Kyle MacLachlan's like,
I know who can do it.
I know who can. And it's a matter of branding and marketing. And they do just that. They roll out the red carpet for her. They act like she's a big name. And they put all this pomp and circumstance into it. And people just eat it up. And they love it.
Absolutely.
And now she's a star.
She gets on the billboards.
Yes. The next like little bit of the movie that happens, Nomi's just a complete manipulator. She pretty much like manipulates Molly into and uses her like affection for her to get her to come to this party. And she's like, "Oh, hey,
Because she knows
that rock star that she likes going to be there.
That's
I'll introduce you."
And Molly called her out on her bullshit on pushing down Gina on the stairs. She's like, "I know it was you. It's fucked up. I don't like it, and I'm out. I'm out of this friendship. I'm out of." And that's when Nomi was like, "Oh, but
Yeah, master manipulator. So during the party, everyone's having a good time. She introduces Molly to this guy. I think it's Andrew Carver. I think that's his name. Is this like long-haired, like douchebag?
He
Like
gave me weird vibes from the jump.
it's like I feel like Meatloaf vibes if Meatloaf had been jacked.
Yes, but I don't know much about Meatloaf, so I don't know if he's real skeevy. But this guy gave me like I did not like him right away.
I don't
Something
think
felt
Meatloaf
off.
is skeevy, to be clear. I just meant his overall aesthetic with the long hair and the fashion choices.
Fair.
That's what
Thank you for clarifying.
Mr. Loaf, no disrespect.
Mr. Loaf, we would do anything for love, but not that. We would never
Indeed.
disrespect you.
Indeed. Unfortunately, this is the roughest scene in the entire movie.
Yeah, this got uncomfortable, and I think they kind of. I understand what they were going for, but I don't like the execution.
So the director has said on countless occasions he regrets. So the rock star and his two security guards end up raping Molly,
Violently.
beating the hell out of
It
her,
was a
raping the shit out of her. It's
violent,
horrible. It's awful to watch.
Horrible scene.
Um.
And too long, and
Oh yeah.
it
I mean,
didn't- we could have gotten to where they needed to without this.
But the director said on multiple occasions that he regrets
Good.
this part of the movie. But the reason he had put it in was because
is a
Molly's the
very-
best person in the whole fucking movie.
Oh, okay.
And Vegas is a mean and nasty place.
That's what I was going to say. Maybe this is a very real part of Vegas that we don't know about.
Well, apparently, according to the writer, he's aware of situations like this that happened.
Mhm.
And one of the reasons that he wanted to do a second one was because he wanted to air dirty laundry that he knew without using names.
Oh,
And he knew so many more
Second
Hollywood
one's
stories.
back in the running then.
No, not Penny. No, this is the Nomi one that they wanted to do that did not happen.
I see.
Because neither the director or the writer were attached to Pennies in Heaven.
Pennies in heaven. Oh, wow. So yeah, the only good part of this movie gets super fucked and ends up in the hospital.
I mean,
Terrible.
she's in, pretty much seems like she's in a coma. Like she's
Yeah,
unresponsive, and then Kyle MacLachlan's like, "We'll pay her off to not say anything."
Kind of like tough shit.
Yeah, because Nomi goes to call the cops.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, you can't.
Can't do that.
Because we may get him as a headliner one day, and you're part of the team, be part of the team.
Right.
Fuck yo couch.
No way.
No, absolutely
no
not.
way.
So Nomi says, you know what? I'm gonna do my nails. I'm gonna put some weird red stuff on my nips.
I'm gonna slick back my hair.
Mhm, and wear a cheetah print. And I'm gonna go see Andrew. That takes us to our next.
And final clip.
Yes. And we're calling this La Femme Nomi. She painted her nips?
It looks very painted.
Like, I mean, that's not a real nip color. That's not.
No, that's not.
Ew.
Yikes.
and-
Relax, homie. Oh, fuck. Yes.
Fucking kill you!
No way. What? What is happening? Amazing. Jesus just went and ate
Just
shit on that dude.
fucked his shit up.
Yes.
She had lipstick on her teeth.
100% on board. If she goes around fucking murdering all the sickos in Vegas,
It sucks because like those guys didn't get shit, and
yeah, and they deserved it.
yeah,
Those are fast closing doors.
yeah,
Usually
for real.
takes a minute. I've pressed it
Like a
3 or
hot
4
second.
times.
Snoelle gets the medication.
She's
Is she
gonna be
okay?
okay, but she's not okay currently.
No, she 100% is not okay.
You don't have to be that close to her, homie.
That again,
She's so desperate for her love. She's like, "Ugh, ugh." She
She
can
is.
barely move her little hand.
Crystal Fonders, please.
Thank you, and good night, ladies and gentlemen. Crystal has left the building.
You had a good run.
Sorry, Crystal.
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
She pushed that bitch down before her.
Triumph, darling.
Well,
I needed
years
a
ago,
rest.
but
Right,
yes.
right.
Of how like obsessed she is with her.
She's way ready for that kiss.
She is so ready for it. It's not. It's honestly that it's not a great kiss.
Not good. Now you can have my hat.
I love that she was wearing the hat in bed, like just waiting for someone to come in and be like, "I have some words to say, darling."
Darling.
And she's crying
I am
now.
not ready.
Nobody is.
I gotta stay here, I think. Put away my Vegas dreams.
It's her nip hanging
Yep,
out.
yep, no problem. Oh,
I
hurry up. Fuck off. You want me to get in or not? It's Elvis.
Let's go.
So you know who that is?
Yeah, it's Elvis from the beginning.
Yeah. How does he not recognize her? Like, I
Yeah.
know she's got on sunglasses and a hat. Like,
It's a good way to get both of you killed.
yeah. They're probably going to end up married with, like, 3 babies.
Definitely they're going to end up going.
Do you think they're going to L.A.? Could there have been a sequel?
It's hard to know. It's hard to tell.
When, in fact, there would have been. And just done better at the box office.
Oh man, so much to talk about these last few minutes. When Nomi goes La Femme Nikita on that dude,
Right.
it's great. It makes no sense. I don't know where she got these badass ninja skills from.
Right. But I loved it.
And why she overpowered a guy that was 4 or 5 times her size, and he was just like me. But she was kicking him so
I think it was the element of surprise that got him because it's like, you know, he's like
He was ready for action.
chewing on her nipple like it was steak.
Those pepperoni nipples,
Yeah.
which, why did she paint them like? Maybe that's just something he's into.
I don't. She heard. I don't know. I don't know. I heard you like this. You like a pizza pie? Wow.
But he got a little beating. And then she goes to say bye to Molly. I think she's pretty much decided, fuck this town. I'm done here.
Oh yeah, she's done. Mhm.
And stops by to have one more awkward get together with fucking Darling.
Crystal. Yeah, and there's this whole exchange.
They have a worst kiss ever.
It was not hot at all.
And she goes back to her old trade, which is hitching.
Mm-hmm. Thumbtacking.
And what I don't understand, because she pulls the knife on him again and is like, where's my fucking shit? But then the movie ends. Like, I don't know what happens at all.
Dot.
Which is not a great way for me to end a film, but you know, they had different ideas.
Yeah.
So let's check out some live watch final thoughts.
Let's do that.
I don't know what I thought would happen, but it wasn't that. What a great pick. The recap's gonna be out of this world.
I think.
Wow. So many nipples, so many vaginas.
You were not ready. You were so uncomfortable, and I was fucking loving it.
I was very uncomfortable through most of what happened.
There was a lot.
But wow, I feel like the person that suffered the most
Was
Post-
Jessie Spano.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was not. She thought this was going to be the movie
Yeah.
that made her.
Sure.
And unfortunately, it broke
She
her.
went 100%. There's no doubt.
Oh, she did. But, like, I feel like she went 100% Saved by the Bell style.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we have
so much to talk about.
Buddy. With that,
know
we're
what?
done here.
I'm so excited.
Me too.
I'm so scared.
So well played. Oh my god. There
We
is.
need a real talk.
All right. So we've talked about the Razzies before with different movies. At the time, in '95, it was nominated for 13 Razzies.
Wow.
It won 7. At that time, that was the most
Unheard of.
Razzies ever won.
Mhm.
They won Razzies for Worst Picture, Worst Actress, Elizabeth Berkley, Worst Screenplay, Worst Director, Worst New Star, Elizabeth Berkley, Worst Couple, Elizabeth Berkley, Kyle MacLachlan, and Worst Original Song. Now,
Original song?
yeah, I don't even know what the song was. Was it the whole? Was that? I don't know.
Your favorite jam?
Yeah.
Your new
My new
ringtone?
ringtone? Exactly. You nailed it. Now, Battlefield Earth, which we saw a while back, that came in and tied this movie. And then since there's been like one of the movie, which I was not familiar with, and then there's a movie, that terrible Adam Sandler movie, Jack and Jill.
Oof,
It won
that
10.
was tough.
Now, the director was the very first to come and collect his Worst Picture and Worst Director award.
Good for him. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Didn't fucking Catwoman.
Halle Berry, she sure
went and
did. She
accepted
showed up. Yep.
with her fucking Oscar in one hand.
Baller move.
Right?
That's such a balls move.
Oh.
Love her. Also, this movie was banned in Ireland until 2002. I didn't have
no
a chance
luck
to.
of the Irish there.
Absolutely not.
Ireland?
Mm-hmm.
Very I didn't realize they were very
They have TVs. They have movies. It's not just potatoes.
I guess I guess I was thinking I didn't know they were so strict or
yeah, I didn't either. But
they seem like a party people. Like let's get drunk and have a good time.
I guess not.
But we will not watch nakedness.
Not acceptable. Also, Elizabeth Berkley was nominated for whenever they had their 20th anniversary, whatever it was, Worst Actress of the Century.
Oh,
Guess who she lost to?
oh, thank God.
Madonna.
Argentina cried for her that day.
Indeed. Kathy Griffin used to have this hilarious part of her stand-up years ago when she was talking about some documentary Madonna did, and it was when she came back to Brooklyn, like I think where she was like born and raised, but after she was like banging Guy Ritchie, so she had that faux English accent, and she's like, "Do you remember me? I used to live here," and it was the funniest.
I was a material girl.
I'm from here. This movie, I love it for what it's worth. I think it's fun. There's a ton of things wrong with it, but I dig it. What do you think?
I had a great time with this live watch. I mean, as far as the quality of film, I think we've talked about it at length. It's not a great movie.
Right.
But I had a great time with it and it absolutely belongs on the podcast. And I'm really glad I threw it in there.
As am I, buddy. As am I.
But I think it might be time to give it the old rating.
I think so. Would you like to go first? Or would you like me to?
I am ruminating. Part of me wants to go 2 reels.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a part of me that wants to go 1.5. So I think I'm going to go with 2. I'm going to give this one 2.
Okay. I'm going to give this a 3.5.
Wow. Let me jot that down.
Yeah. Let me do the math real quick. Hold on.
Okay, so that's going to carry the 1, subtract by 11, multiply by 2. This is 11.23.
2.75.
Got it. Remember last week when I wrote down the wrong number by accident and then was shocked and then you were like, it's not 4.5. It's probably time to go on to our next sombrero pick.
Ooh, sombrero pick. Let's see what it's going to give us, because I'm telling you.
Well, if we're going to stick true to form, what was the last thing you threw in? It was something newer.
Oh, passion play.
Passion play. So if we're right, we're going to be seeing passion play.
Yeah. Still got my fingers crossed for Samurai Cop.
So you're looking for some Samurai Cop?
That's what I would like.
This isn't feeling good, Snowy. It's
Okay.
feeling like a real small piece of paper.
Okay. What's it going to be?
And our next film is going to be Howard the Duck.
Oh, shit.
Never seen it.
Okay, I'm excited. I saw it when I was a kid. I don't remember anything about
It's been
it.
a long time.
No,
I know there's a duck and that it's Marvel.
It's Marvel's
And
very
that's
first
all I
movie.
know. Wait, isn't What's Her Butt from...
Carolina in the City.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. She doesn't do anything inappropriate with the duck, probably, though, right? Oh my god, I'm real excited now. That's why Caroline went to the city, y'all. Secrets.
Do you know how many Carolina in the City jokes we make on this podcast? Look, we make a pretty fair amount. Or we like twist the name up to make it something else.
I liked that show. I liked that actress. She had like a best friend with red hair that I liked. There was a guy on roller skates, I want to say.
Sign me up.
That.
That's the sole reason I go to Sonic.
You like a good roller skate?
I love roller skates.
Oh shit, I've got to throw one back in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're going to go back to the 80s. We're going to go with a little film that's called Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Ooh, fun. Okay, I like it.
Never seen it, but it sounds like a lot of fun. My brother-in-law recommended it.
Yeah, another one that I haven't seen in
Since childhood?
years and years and years. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, it's been a blast.
What an episode. This is a long one.
Yeah, it's going to be
Snowy.
filtered down, but I think no matter, like,
We're either going to have to filter it the fuck down or release 2 episodes. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
We'll
see.
let you know.
Yeah.
In the meantime, shoot us a little email, a message.
Yeah. realfuntimespodcast.com. Oh, well, realfuntimespodcast@gmail.com. You can go to our website, realfuntimespod.com. You can leave us a little message there.
That's right. You can go to any place that you love to get your podcasts.
Mhm.
You're going to find us there.
Follow us on the Instagram. Say hello on Facebook.
Definitely.
Like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff.
Oh, and you got to tell someone, but maybe not as awkwardly as I did last week.
Who did you tell?
Here's who I want you to tell, good people.
Hmm.
Tell your dentist. Diane, shout out to you. That's my dentist, and I awkwardly asked her to listen to the podcast, then ran away without telling her the name. So there was my attempt this week. You had a much better attempt.
Yeah,
You got legit listeners and followers.
I got 3 new ones.
I just scared Diane. But she loves my teeth.
Made some friends at the bar and said, hey.
Like, listen, follow.
Yeah, and they were like, we're going to immediately. And they did, which is awesome.
So yes, good people, tell your dentists, and please join us next time.
So Mark, Austin, and Jocelyn. Thanks, guys.
Are those the new people?
Yes.
Mark, Johnson, and Austin. I love ya. Thanks for listening.
And to that, I guess we'll just say, bye, darling.
Thank you for listening to Real Fun Times, your favorite movie podcast.
Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Real Fun Times, REELFUNTIMES. Real Fun Times is produced by Drea Age, Rose Age, and Noelle Phelps. The thoughts and opinions expressed herein are solely those of the individual hosts, nobody else's. No one's.
Real Fun Times is not affiliated with or connected to any of the motion pictures, music, or other clips played within this podcast. All movie clips and music included in this podcast are the intellectual property of the respective copyright holders. They're included here for review purposes, and absolutely no infringement is intended.
And lastly, a tip of the hat and a sincere thank you to our friend, Autopsy Summer Camp, for our rad outro music. To hear more of his offerings and collaborations, check him out on Instagram at Autopsy Summer Camp. I should see how uncomfortable I can make you on top of this movie.
That music says, boat show.
Boat show.
Boat show.
Boat show.
Boat show.
Like, who's asking for their autographs? Like, come on. Like,
That dress is phenomenal. Please, madam.
we're going to lose all of our Las Vegas Showgirl listeners. They are going to be so pissed at us.
God.